Welcome back to 3 News. A business academic says New Zealand could attract up to 15% more investment thanks to the government's proposed reform of the Overseas Investment Act. But Regulation Minister David Seymour's suggestion that it could help pave the way for a new supermarket operator has been met with caution. Zane Small reports.
What started as a construction site in June 2023 is now a bright blue building that will become New Zealand's first IKEA store, representing a more than $400 million overseas investment.
That is encouraging, and I think these latest moves by government will make it even more welcoming.
Those latest moves include a government plan to amend the Overseas Investment Act to make it easier for businesses to invest here. The exact changes to the Overseas Investment Act are still being drafted, but the idea is that New Zealand would become a more attractive place to invest because there would be fewer barriers. For example, the application process will be simplified for investors to enable the regulator to grant consents within 15 days, down from the current 35, unless the application could be contrary to New Zealand's national interests.
Based on the OECD study, if we cut our restrictions from our current level to the OECD average, that could result in about 15% increase in foreign direct investment.
Protections for residential housing, farmland and fishing quota would be retained.
If you're a supermarket and you want to come to New Zealand, overseas investment is not going to be a barrier to you.
But that comment about supermarkets has been met with caution because, according to the Grocery Action Group, the real problem with lack of competition in the supermarket sector is the duopoly's hold on strategic land.
And they really do need to look at, particularly in supermarkets, breaking them up.
So what would that look like?
Forcing Foodstuffs and Woolworths to divest some of the buildings they own, some of the brands. So that might be Fresh Choice for Woolworths, or it might be, Foursquare or Pack and Save or New World for Foodstuffs. They've got to get rid of some of those in strategic areas that would allow a competitor to really build scale quickly.
But also, New Zealand's small population is seen as a barrier to overseas investment.
I don't think it's a magic bullet now to get, more Costco's or more IKEAs. Those companies usually come here after operating in Australia for a while. We're a smaller market.
A small market perhaps, but with big ambitions to attract more foreign companies to establish roots on Kiwi soil.